Professional Fortnite player Faze Mew is under some heavy allegations as of the last 24 hours. A tweet from Jake Lucky would go on to read, Faze Clan has indefinitely suspended member Faze Mew following allegations by streamer Astro, who accused him of having sex with her while she was too intoxicated, along with there being other girls with similar experiences. Mew will be seeking legal action against her claims. Holy shit, just getting right into it, aren't we? Fellas, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Before we get into the video, I do just want to ask if you enjoyed at any point, be sure to leave a like on the video. Check out my comments and the description for my Twitter down below. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on into the video. Now, as mentioned earlier, a streamer by the name of Astro ended up coming out with some pretty heavy allegations against Faze Mew, which Faze Mew vehemently denied. We're gonna get into all of it, but I just wanted to give you guys the rundown, just so that nobody's in the dark going into the context of this situation, because it's pretty messy. Astro tweeted out on November 21st, my story, and attached a twit longer along with it. We'll get into the twit longer in just 1 second, but once Faze Clan caught wind of this twit longer, they had immediately suspended Faze Mew until they found out more about the situation. To both of these things, the twit longer as well as the indefinite suspension, this is what Faze Mew responded with. I support Faze with an indefinite suspension while I take matters in my own hand. I will seek and hold a proper investigation and take legal action against these allegations against my name and the people around me. I want to handle this the right way and legal way. Now, I wanted to quickly jump to his response because I wanted to touch on what could be the case here. So there's two possibilities. One possibility is that Faze Mew is completely innocent and a creator that is much smaller than him is just trying to get clout off his name by making up lies and allegations. Or two, everything that this woman said, which again we'll get into in a minute, but everything that this woman said is true and he is in hot water right now and he's threatening legal action as somebody with millions and millions of dollars against somebody that doesn't even have the money to attend one court date and pay the legal fees that would cost. When a person has millions of dollars and they're threatening to sue somebody with no money, that's a scary situation, and that's enough to keep pretty much anybody silent about something they were already nervous to come out about. With that, you guys can probably take a guess as to what the allegations are, but anyways, we'll go ahead and get into that right now. Exactly a year ago, a content creator I trusted as a longtime friend, former teammate, and even role model did something terrible to me. I've been scared to tell anybody and I pretended everything was fine until now. Last year, I was invited to carry Faze Mew's house to participate in a subathon he was hosting and I was a surprise guest. He flew me to Texas and I was vlogging content for my own channel. That vlog never went up. Pre-subathon, he was praising my content, my streams, work ethic. He was dropping me raids, inviting me to play games with him, telling his stream how he saw me as a huge role model for him, how I helped him break into streaming, and how he'd watched my streams before he even started his own, telling everyone how he loved my content. I was excited to go down there and network with other creators, his friends, and make videos with everybody at his content house. Fast forward to the last night I was there, we all went to a club. It was everyone at the house and some other content creators who went out with us. Leo, Bailey, Nico were the few I could really remember. At this point, there was no signals I got from Mew that he liked me or anything that entire week I was there. It was completely professional up until the point where he started buying me drinks. It didn't seem like he was doing this for anybody else except me, and I just assumed it was because maybe I was the surprise guest for a subathon and that I would be made at home, ? I don't know how many drinks he gave me that night. I was dancing with the other girls and getting over my social anxiety and trying to socialize and make friends with everyone. There was a point where I started realizing how drunk I was, but he kept handing me more drinks as soon as I finished another, and I kept drinking because I just wanted to have a good time. To me, I was with good people and people I could trust. We're gonna go ahead and skip some of this twit longer because I didn't realize before starting to record this that it was like ridiculously long, and frankly, we do not have that much time. I'll go ahead and link the full twit longer down below if you're curious of the, minute details. But let's continue on with the important stuff. When we got home, I was absolutely wasted at this point. I texted my friend that night things that could barely be deciphered. All I wanted to do when we got back was go outside and feel the Orbeez in the pool from after the subathon, and I wanted to look at the stars. That's all I wanted to do. He said he'd come with me and followed me outside. I remember I was still crying about gaming and content even more this time. I cry a lot when I drink. Next thing I remember was him kissing me. I was confused about it, but I did kiss him back and thought whatever about it. He didn't kiss me for too long. He went straight to groping my body and being rough about it. It was weird. It was very weird, like some power thing. Again, he was sober and I was not all there. I'm pretty sure I gave consent, but I was drunk. But I don't remember how we got to his room, but I knew we had sex. The fact I don't remember much of it is the upsetting part. He hurt me during it. It was painful and he was not gentle with me. He degraded me during it and I felt ashamed. Mostly because I can't even remember what I did. I just knew it happened. I never wanted anybody to know what happened because I was embarrassed I let someone do those things to me. So I just tried to forget it even happened. Twitlonger continues to go into more detail about even more things that took place between Mew and Astro. Like I said before, I'm not going to get into it, but I will have it linked down below if you guys are curious. As we can see though, these are some incredibly heavy allegations. And if they are true, that would make Faze Mew an absolutely disgusting human being. Obviously, there's a lot of nuances to situations like this in the sense that maybe the girl got drunk and wanted to revoke consent after it had happened. But in this situation, if it went the way that Astro explained, and Faze Mew was sober while she was absolutely hammered and he decided to get with her, then that's pretty messed up. I can't... yeah, there's no defending that. Eventually, there just won't be any content creators left because every single one of them is just going to have allegations levied against them because apparently all content creators are horrible human beings. Obviously, that's not the case, but at this point, like, holy shit, dude, it's like every week, multiple times a week, creators have allegations levied against them like this to this level. You know, people say more money, more problems, but I think the only problems people run into is you turn into a fucking sex deviant once you get a little bit of money. Obviously, again, not all people, but Jesus, like, we're seeing a trend here, are we not? Anyways, fellas, I've showed you pretty much everything this situation has to offer so far. If you think Faze Mew is guilty in this situation, let me know down below. If you don't, let me know down below. Let me know why you guys think what you think. If you haven't already done so, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new around here, and with all that out of the way, I'm out of here. Peace.